Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Mary, and this is Greg and Mary's RV Adventures.
Now, today's video, we're leaving Missouri, Roaring River, and we're heading into Arkansas. We're going to go to Bull Shoals State Park and Lake Charles State Park. Bull Shoals is a very, very nice park. We really enjoyed it there. Unfortunately, we can only spend 2 days there because they were booked. And at St. Charles, we were there for 3 days. Traveling on 62 through that part of Arkansas, pretty stressful. Again, this video, we had no rides in the, no time on a highway anywhere. It's all back roads. So, and I think that's about it. You want to add something, sweetheart?
Yeah, while we were there, it was Easter Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So we did find a church so that we could go to Easter Sunday Mass. So that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought a small little ham that I put in the slow cooker.
Slow cooker.
And so we had our ham and parsley potatoes for our Easter Sunday dinner.
Now, Mass, Easter Sunday Mass, it was cold and windy there. And Mary and I, being novices at that church, new people, we didn't dress appropriately for the outdoors. And at the beginning of Mass, everybody had to go outside for part of the service. The wind was blowing and it was a little damp.
It was cold.
Pretty
It was chilly.
Yeah, so glad to get inside.
And then one other thing I wanted to explain to you is that in the videos, you're going to see Greg with his long hair. What we do is we always film in advance, and these are usually maybe a 2 or 3 week delay before you see it.
Yeah.
So Greg actually has his short hair now, but in this video, he's going to have his long hair still.
No, I'm going to spill more beans. We're going to talk about this. Notice how brown my bride's hair is. During the video, it may not be that brown, but
oh, that's true.
one
I
night
colored
she woke
my
up.
hair.
That's right.
No, I didn't color it. It just came
It just
like
happened
this.
natural.
Yes.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
still trying to talk Greg into just getting scissors
No, you
and,
don't want to do that.
and
So.
cutting, just straight across. Wet it and snip it.
Not-
If I could do the back, I would do it myself, but I
Not going
can't.
to happen. So,
But anyway, so hope you enjoy the video,
Yeah.
and we'll catch you on the
flip side.
flip side.
See you guys. Whoever had the contract for road signs indicating steep declines and windy roads in this part of Arkansas in 62 must have made a fortune. This is crazy driving. I hope this road isn't like that for the next 46 miles.
Yeah. Stay on the road, hubby. There's a big drop on my side.
We're on top of the hill here, Jess.
That's what it looks like. Use low gear, doesn't say. Yikes, this is a crazy road. I'm even nervous on this road. You in low gear?
Yeah, it's kicking down. like diesel coaches, we don't have a jake brake or engine brake. But in our RV, I can depress the brake pedal going down a hill. It'll kick the transmission into a lower gear to slow the RV down, which saves on the brakes. The downside is when you kick into a lower gear, the engine revolutions pick up significantly. On this trip here, we hit 4,000 to 5,000 RPMs going down hills, which will increase the temperature of the transmission. So that's a gauge us RVers, gassers, have to watch as we're going down a hill.
Some warm uphill transmission.
I don't know what that is, but it's pretty big.
Butterball turkeys.
Butterball turkeys.
Turn right on Dan Overlook Lane.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Each lock 5 feet. Look for signs for RVs. Maybe right over here, Jared. Something on parking spots. Sure, I guess.
Our site was pretty nice. It was paved, actually had a concrete area with the picnic table overlooking the river behind us. It was level, and some days it was warm, but most days it was windy. That's why you can see the living room slide still in. So it was good overall, though. Shoals is a very popular spot, state park. If you're planning on going there and spending some time, like a week or so, it's advised that you book a year in advance. It gets that busy.
Elevated high above the dam, the park's Visitor Information Center features sweeping views of the White River, Bull Shoals Lake, and the Bull Shoals Dam. Here you will find an observation tower, interpretive exhibits, audiovisual theater, gift shop, and park offices.
Joe, I think you need to take a trip to Bull Shoals State Park. Fulfill your dreams.
In the Ozark Mountains of northern Arkansas, two of the finest fishing and boating destinations in the nation are located, Bull Shoals Lake and White River. A dam constructed across the White River in 1951 form this 45,440 acre lake that stretches along 720 miles of scenic shoreline within waters in both northern Arkansas and southern Missouri. Along the river below Bull Shoals Dam is 732 acre Bull Shoals White River State Park. Bull Shoals Lake and the White River create an angler's paradise. The clear, cold water river is nationally known for record-setting rainbow, cutthroat, and brown trout.
The first part of this loop trail is a level walk along the remains of the railroad tram constructed by the U.S. Corps of Engineers to bring steel and lumber from Cotter to construct the Bull Shoals Dam. The trail will cross a paved road, then go up a hillside to an area overlooking the White River, Bull Shoals Dam, and the Ozark Hill Country. The trail then leads you through cedar glades, mature deciduous forest, and across streams. These areas provide excellent habitat for colorful Ozark wildflowers.
Do you see us? I can hear us walking, but I can't see us. Something's not right.
There's a couple over there too.
So here we are.
We're at Bull Shoals State Park in Arkansas. Beautiful park, big campground. We're at the end of the campground, so it's very private, very quiet. And down below us, we're on a cliff, is the White River. The dam is up that way. The horn sounded about 2 or 3 minutes ago to indicate they're going to release water from the dam. So we're taking a rest here and waiting for the water to start rising. Want to add anything there?
It's real pretty. This is probably one of the very first days that we are sitting outside in just short, t-shirts, shorts. I got capris on.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful spring day, I guess, in Arkansas.
Yeah, it's March 30th.
30th, I think.
Yeah, March 30th.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday, March 30th. We told you
Saturday.
before we lose track of days.
Yes.
It was so nice this morning. I had my second cup of coffee outside looking the river, watching folks fish. Really nice. I think that's it for her. She's reaching. Oh, I don't know what she's doing.
That's Greg in front of me in the RV. I know I shouldn't be filming while I'm driving, but I just wanted to show you the campground. We're driving to a level area where we could hook up the car to the RV.
The drive to St. Charles State Park took us back on 62 for almost the entire trip. As we got within a few miles, 10 miles of the state park, we ended up on 117, Route 117.
Mountain home population of over 12,000 people. It's a bigger city than we had for a while.
arrive at 3705 Arkansas 25 Highway North, on the right.
Is this the area there?
I think so. Located in the northeastern foothills of the Ozark Mountains is 645-acre Lake Charles. The lake is loaded with bass, crappie, bream, and catfish. Spread along the western shores of these waters is Lake Charles State Park. Lake Charles was established as part of the Arkansas State Park system in 1963. 40 acres were leased from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission to establish the park. Additional acres were purchased at later dates to complete the park's development. Lake Charles State Park was dedicated on May the 28th, 1967.
Once again, we ended up with a very nice site. Full hookups, which is always a plus. A back end, which was level, which is always a plus. And as a bonus, the lake right behind us. In the morning, we could sit out and watch fishermen in boats. It's a big fishing lake. The old Randolph County Courthouse is a historic former county courthouse at Broadway and Vance in the center of Pocahontas, Arkansas. It was built in 1872 and it's a two-story brick building. Interesting, they're doing some renovations inside. The ceiling is the original, the metal ceiling. They do hold events there, and the room we're in now, they have weddings and anniversary dinners there, and I was impressed by the height of the rooms in there. It was very, very high.
Of course, we stopped at the bakery and we picked up some coconut macaroons. Boy, were they delicious. The museum is located on the historic Pocahontas Court Square. It tells the story of the Randolph County area from its earliest history to present, with permanent and traveling exhibits, special presentations, interactive exhibits, and informational programs. In 1838, portions of what is now Arkansas 166 was the route the Trail of Tears took into Arkansas and across Randolph County. This machine was used to make pearl buttons out of pearls from oysters. It was an interesting display. They also used the oyster shells to make buttons. Here's a couple pictures of the display. I was fascinated by the medical equipment, an old doctor's bag, an examination table, and some of the first x-ray machines. It's time for the Will Rogers segment of the week. And here's Greg.
Hi guys. Actually prepared today. Shocker. Continue on with Will's life. In 1904, when Will was performing at the World's Fair in St. Louis, a woman by the name of Betty Blake caught his act and sent a note backstage, and their romance was fueled by 4 years of letter writing. In 1908, Will and Betty Blake exchanged vows. Both were 29 years old. Then, immediately after that, they caught a train to continue the show business road tour. Will later wrote, "The day I roped Betty was the star performance of my life." With a decade as a performer, Will's interest turned to family. And then on October 29th, 1911, just a few years after they were married, they welcomed their firstborn. Will Rogers Jr. was born on October the 29th in 1911. Also in 1911, Will purchased 29 acres in Claremore, Oklahoma, the site where his museum is and his ranches. By 1917, Betty and Will had 4 children. Will continued succeeding and prospering in the various phases of show business, including some Broadway musicals. That's the end today, and we'll pick up this story next week on next week's video. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're back again, and it's time for Will Rogers' Quotes of the Week. And Mary says I have the honor of going first today. And again, this is sort of like government stuff. Now I'm going to read how Will wrote it or said it. Okay, it's not quite proper grammar as if someone should be talking about proper grammar. But here it goes. Quote, "There is dozens of great humanitarian things that could be done at a very little cost if the tax was properly applied. It's the waste in government that gets everybody's goat." End quote. Mary, you're up.
I'm up. And my quote for Will Rogers is from his Everyday Life section. Here's his quote. "Half our life is spent trying to find something to do with the time we have rushed through life trying to save." Make sense to you? Think about it.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Think about it.
After
That's
this-
what these quotes are
That's right,
for.
that's right.
You're supposed to think about it. See what you think.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
See-
Thanks for watching.
See you next week.